Hi, I'm Lucy, or Luce for short, or Lucina for long. What do you mean, Lucina for long? Yeah. That's what I mean. Anyway, uh, today I'm going to be talking about how I got kicked out of a church over the tiniest, most minuscule thing ever. And when I announce what that is, you will, I don't know, crap your pants. Anyway, before I can get into why I got removed from that church, I need to talk about why I was going there in the first place. Because, one, I don't believe in God. Two, I've never gone to a church in my life. So you're probably thinking to yourself right now, why the heck was I going there? Well, that's a great question. And it's all because of circumstances in my life as of now. So let's get into that, shall we? Chapter 1, Eviction Notice. Okay, so as a relatively, why does that sound weird? It was a relatively regular day, and I was playing, I think, Pokemon Moon on my 3DS, Nintendo 3DS. I'm just sitting there, chilling, as one does, chilling, and it's basically just like, how's it go? I think my dad comes up to me and is just like, there's an eviction notice on our door. That's peak. So we have like 2 weeks to move out. 2 weeks to move out. 2 weeks to pack everything, get stuff ready, and get out of there. And we do the most beautiful thing you can do in that time. We are so efficient by packing nothing for the first like week and a half. That's beautiful, right? And because of that, it's just like, oh yay, now we have to rush in like 4 days to get everything out of the house and go. And yay. And then alongside that, it's like, we need money to sustain ourselves while we're trying to get back up our feet, back up our feet, back up on our feet. And because of that, right, we need money. So my dad needs to get, a job and stuff. And he's kind of just like, I don't want a job. My wife's manipulative. You're forcing me to do things that are like, I don't want to do. And it's like, brother, manipulative? How are we manipulating you by saying that you need to work so we don't die? Fam. Yeah, peak. So anyways, with barely money at all and somehow packing some things, we move and we end up having to move into my dad's mom's, my grandma's house, which is so beautiful and nice and amazing. So, upon arrival to said grandma's house, it's like, oh, you know what? This house isn't actually like that bad. It looks kind of livable. It's like something. And it's like, don't worry, sweetie. That's the neighbor's house. Here's the house right here. Points to the nearest porta potty. Anyway, oh crap. Not really. That's an exaggeration, but not the best place. So, we spend the first few days here just unpacking stuff, getting things moved around and ready, and stuff is going on. It's pretty chill. We're just getting stuff situated. And then, my dad kind of just be like crashing out at random stuff. I don't even like just crashing out, honestly, whenever it's possible. Just gotta crash out, peak. And he ends up at some point, like, not some point, like very soon after that, just decides of his own volition to go to a mental hospital to get help because he did not get enough help at therapy. And I'm sitting here like, finally, yes, oh my gosh, thank everybody, thank you, please get the help you need, finally. And then it's like, I'm pretty tired, I'm going to sleep now. And then I wake up the next morning and it's like, what did you just say? So I'm informed by my mom, that my dad is no longer in the hospital. The day after he's admitted to the hospital. Oh, I'm just sitting here shook like, what do you mean? My dad was just admitted out, is that the correct? I don't know. He got out of the mental hospital the day after he was admitted to the mental hospital. Why is my mic tweaking? Don't worry about that. Should I cut that out? Anyway, so out of the hospital the day after he was admitted, and I'm just sitting here thinking like, how come that happened? Like, why did he just get out already? What? So my mom and my sister went in the car and they drove and went in investigating and whatever, to find out that he wasn't in the hospital anymore. And then they went to find where he was, and he got out of the hospital immediately. He didn't come back to us, which he said he would. He said the second he gets out of the hospital, he's coming to us. He promises he loves us. It's he gets out of the hospital and goes to his side bitch hoe lady whore person. Should I censor that? Peak. Honestly, you know what? I don't really need to censor it, do I? I'm getting down into the story time. We're talking about stories here. I need to explain these things, people. Why is my mic tweaking again? Alright, so, gosh. With this new information that we have just stumbled upon, beautiful information, very awful. It's like, yo, my whole world's crashing down. What the hell happening? So apparently, my dad just don't really give a fuck anymore. He like, So now everybody's kind of just like freaking out. Everybody's like, what the heck do we do? Because if he doesn't care about us, what the heck are we supposed to do? So then we are left to go back to grandma's house, right? And then, Jesus, my microphone tweaking. Okay. So, back at our house, because everybody's panicking, because like, what the heck we even gonna do now? What the heck? And we don't really have a way to like support ourselves, because support just like said, nah fam, what the heck are we supposed to do? So that's where we start getting into why I'm actually going to church, right? So onto that bit now. Chapter 2, Family. Okay, now we can actually talk about why I am going to church as a person who doesn't believe in God and has never gone to church in my life. So, let's speak. family, reconnecting with family. So, because we don't really know what to do, my mom's like, aha, I got it, let's reconnect with some family. That she doesn't really care about the family, but like, what else are we supposed to do? So that's like the next solution, which all these people are kind of like Christian, like culty people, I don't even know. So they're peak like that, I guess. Not really. For the purpose of this video, we will just be using random names for these people. Our cast of people will be Old Lady. We love Old Lady. And I don't know. The cast members will be having names made up as we go. I'm peak like that. So let's get into this, shall we? My mom was supposed to be getting into therapy, but then all of this is happening now, which is very, very, very peak. Very great. Not really, though. No. So, with all of this happening, my mom still has to go to therapy, but if she's gonna go to therapy, who's gonna watch all of the children because there's no dad, because he's off with his hoe? So, that's where Old Lady comes in play, right? So, my mom has to drop us off with Old Lady every day so she can go to therapy. So, basically, Old Lady is country old lady Christian person, and oh gosh, how do I put this? Old Lady is kind of nice as long as you are white and straight and like regular by her rules, you know what I'm saying? She's not, she's just, yeah. So because of all of that, it's like I am known as just a boy whenever we're at Old Lady's house, but it is pain I must endure to be alive because my mom still has to go to therapy. She needs to drop us off somewhere, whatever. That's peak. But then the thing is, why are we actually going to church and everything, right? Well, because we're reconnecting with all these like family people of my mom's. My mom wants us to like, think about how do you get somebody to respect you? You respect them, right? So, by respecting them, the way they do stuff and going to church, they will respect us more in turn, basically. Does that make sense? So we're basically just doing it because we really need the support, I guess. And that's kind of like why we're going over to church, because they're like, oh, look, we're just nice, like family church people, and we're nice. Yay. We're not very normal, but whatever. And, that is why we're kind of like going over to church and stuff, and it's just, yeah. So then, what am I saying? So I've actually never gone to church, right? I've gone to this church like 4 times, and then boom, I'm gone. Like peak, right? Barely even got to stay there. Like, what did I do that was so awful that I'm just like, bah, out of there. Let's get in that, shall we? So the first time when we went to the church, we're over there and we're all like, getting there, it's whatever. It's kind of like loud. I'm like, I've never gone to church before. I didn't know what I was expecting for it to be like, but I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting, I guess, So we're getting in there, we're going and like sitting down, and there's like the guy up at the church where he talks. I don't know what that guy's called. The talkie guy. Will we be referring to this guy as talkie guy for purposes of this video, this is a new cast member, the Talkie Guy. So Talkie Guy is sitting here, and not sitting, he's standing. He's standing. Talkie Guy is talking. Yeah, no shit. Talkie Guy is talking. Talkie Guy is talking about being half dead and like beaten on the Jericho Road, being half dead. I don't know what any of this crap means, okay? But he's talking about this because of my mom and because of us, because in the situation we're in right now, that we're like half dead. He's talking about how being half dead and you're like too dead to like get up and move or anything, and you're just cooked, but you're still too alive to actually die and get help or anything, and you're basically just in like a state of like it's worse than death because you're still alive but not really, and you need somebody to help you get up off your feet, is basically what he was saying. Half dead. So that's what he's talking about. Talkie Guy talking about at church. And then the second time there, was it the second time? I don't remember what happened was it the second time? I don't remember. The second time, I think it was the second time. The second time at church, Talkie Guy just talking about, I forgot. I actually genuinely don't remember. Actually, maybe was it 4 times that I went there or 3? Oh my, it was like no times at all. And Talkie Guy just like yapping. It's like a filler episode or something. I have no idea what's happening. I was on my iPad playing Dicey Dungeons, so peak, and you know that filler episode gets ended, and then at church we're there. This is another time, right? We're at church, and Talkie Guy is talking, and he's talking about so Talkie Guy, right? Talkie Guy is like talking, and he's really loud. He's just like. He's basically sounding like I do and the Lord and yeah, that's what he sounded like. So the Lord no that's not that's not why did I that's not Talkie Guy possessed me. I'm part of the church now, guy. No, what happened to me? That's not what I meant to say. Okay, I got this. So Talkie Guy is talking, and he starts talking about he was talking about how some Abel guy and Cain guy, and Cain is like crashing out at God, and oh my god, my mic. Cain guy, my mic is still tweaking. This Cain guy is like tweaking and crashing out at God, and he's all like, oh God, I don't like you, blah 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 blah, right? And my sister literally turns around, my little 8-year-old sister turns around with her iPad with some drawing that has Cain and Abel from the Amazing Digital Circus with a question mark, like question mark, and I almost bust out laughing. I had to hold myself back from laughing out loud in front of everybody. But then the entire time during church, that's all I could think about instead of whatever was actually being spoken of during the church. And I'm just peaked like that. I have ADHD. I forgot to mention this. I probably should have. If you don't like really know who I am, I have a first video where I was kind of like talking about who I am and blah 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 blah. But my intro, like, it's not really an intro. It's like, just don't watch it. I'll make a real like reintroduction. I don't know video at some point. Okay. This video so buns. The heck. Anyway, so church, yeah, poopy, whatever. I end up having to go to the bathroom because bathroom. I mean, people do that, right? And I go to the bathroom with my mother, and we're going to the female bathroom, right? And I just go in there, and I'm going to the bathroom, right? And my mom's like friend is also in the bathroom. Doesn't matter, like, there's nothing, she wouldn't do anything, she does not really care or anything, right? It doesn't matter. But we're in there in the bathroom, and then apparently tweaking ass. What the heck? Okay, so apparently somebody had to be a tattletale. I don't know who it was, but was like, yo, so basically to Talkie Guy, right? Talkie Guy, and said to Talkie Guy that I use the female's bathroom and that's illegal because I'm a boy. Quotation marks, not like boy, whatever, right? So, because of that bullcrap, and then Talkie Guy's like, basically, we don't want your kind around here anymore, sweetheart. You gotta go. Pretty much, right? So peak, I love that. And then it's like, seriously? You're meaning to tell me that you don't want me in the church over a bathroom, yes? Over a bathroom. Fam, the whole part of like being a Christian is like you love everybody. That's what Jesus tells you, right? To love everybody or something like that. You're like, love everybody and everybody's peak and all good and all that. And like I believe I feel that like that's a good point. Everybody is like why do we have to be jerks? But then you're literally supposed to love everybody and be chill and whatever, and then you're just like, nah fam, you use the bathroom, get out fam. What do you mean? What? Hey, oh yeah. Get out of here. You used the bathroom, so that's illegal apparently. I'm illegal, guys. No, I'm not. Oh my god, it just makes me like, agitated. Not that I don't care about going to church at all in the slightest. Like whatever. I didn't really care about it, but the thing is like, it just feels kind of crappy to be discluded from something because of who you are, right? That doesn't feel very nice. Like, that's not peak, guys. That's not peak. So that is the whole thing. That's why I got just flung out of there, right? It's all about a bathroom. And not even that it was like over a bathroom. It's over who's using the bathroom. What? Why does that matter, guys? Like, it's so peak. So because of that, bye. And it's just, come on, people, actually, like, what was I saying? I forgot. How did I forget? ADHD. My mic's tweaking. My mic's still tweaking. My mic is still tweaking. Okay, so no, it's still tweaking. My mic untweaking? Untweaking? What am I? What do I mean is my mic untweaking? I don't know. I forgot what I was talking about. ADHD, yay, woohoo. I don't know, really, honestly, like, this is like the whole like way I'm hyping everything up, and then to end it off with the peak ending of just bathroom. That's the answer, guys. Bathroom bad. You get kicked out for bathroom. It's the whole like this story is just about a bathroom. Like, that's the whole story. I don't even know what to say. If you watch me yap this, I have no idea how long this video is. I don't know if it's short or long or something, but like, if you watch me yap for this long, thank you for watching some dumb child yap about stupid stuff. My life is not going the best as it could be being because brokenness, and I'm a fatherless bastard now. That's peak. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know, like, I don't know. If you don't know, I'm not saying bastard like, whatever. Bastard is a fatherless child. That's what bastard means, if you did not know that. I'm so peak with my word knowledge, guys. What if everybody knows that and I'm just saying like common knowledge? That's what this feels like right now. Maybe they don't. I don't know. And I don't really know what I'm saying. Let me know if you want me to do like an actual kind of introduction video actually talking about who I am. I guess that's all for today. I hope to see you all in the next one. At the next, I don't know. I guess that's all. Goodbye. Have a great day.